Okay guys, welcome. This is game number 2 of the first match between clans TQ and VT Gaming. At the bottom left we actually have the leader for TQ, we have DanTe, and on the top right we have the player for VT Gaming, which is GdR. Now this is a best of 3 for this specific match, and GdR at the moment is up 1-0, which means that this map was the choice of DanTe. This is a loser's pick map, and last game we actually had a ZVZ, so DanTe was at a disadvantage in that. So now we're actually going to be seeing DanTe maybe fast expand. Interesting, he did spawn his protest. Like, I did see that probe coming out early, and I was thinking if he's going to try to do a proxy or something, but it does seem that he's going to do a fast expand. This will be a little tricky on this map, especially with the new roach range. It's a little hard to defend with the positioning of the cannons behind the forges and the gateways. Not to mention the fact that this is a very open natural expansion with the entrance here, and the back door here, and the full area that has to be covered down here. You have to protect this entire area, as well as this area. Like, this one's a little easier to defend, so generally people don't even attack down this ramp, just because with the high ground here and the increased ability to have a concave with everything down here, it's this that tends to be the attack route, because they actually loop in around and a hook around here to get the better group of people. We can see that GdR went for another early pool. That might have been a 9 or a 10 pool, and I really hope that DanTe's going to be able to defend against this. Seems like he went for a normal timing on the gateway, so this could be a little tricky if he's not handled correctly. Now, he does see that the pool is there, and it does seem that 6 Zerglings are actually being produced right now, as well as a forge. So hopefully the forge will be able to finish. DanTe is chrono boosting out zealots, so hopefully this is actually going to be effective against this. It does seem that GdR likes the early pressure a lot, so DanTe is having good building placement. Actually, notice that this drone, it was actually doing a lot of damage to this pylon, and he's making sure that it can't regenerate its health. So if GdR goes for a Baneling bust and actually breaks down this pylon, because it's weakened, it'll be easier, and that would give him a really strong hole to really try and break through. We do have the first cannon come out, but these lings are actually going to get in before that cannon can finish. And these lings are going to be able to defeat this zealot if they get this around. DanTe is trying to make sure that he has this covered, but they're going to come around, and these Zerglings are actually really bad for DanTe. Second zealot is out, but these lings are going right for the mineral line. This could do a lot of damage to DanTe if he doesn't handle this correctly, and GdR, if he controls this correctly, he could do a ton of damage to DanTe very early on. These zealots are not moving quickly, and they really need to get inside the mineral line, because these Zerglings are taking out probes. Alright, now that was actually really good by DanTe. He saved all of his probes and he killed a Zergling. Now there's only 4 left. GdR is taking his expansion, so this is actually going to be really good. DanTe is not able to throw up his own nexus because right now he has to deal with this really early pressure, but these lings are actually really keeping DanTe on his toes, and they can actually mess up his build order because of having to keep an eye on this threat. These Zerglings are doing a lot, even though they're not really killing much. Chrono Boost is also being used on the gateway instead of the Nexus. DanTe even got supply block for a second, just messing up with the pylons a little bit. And we can see that Overlord is coming down to scout. DanTe could theoretically just... Okay, oh, here we go. That probe's going to go down. So 1 probe kill does happen. And this Zealot is continuing to chase these Zerglings. We can see that DanTe did throw down his Nexus, so he feels a little more comfortable even with this pressure happening. He is getting his gas, but there we go. Probes are attacking. 1 probe goes down, so it's 2 probes total that have gone down. And actually, that was not good for GdR because he lost most of his Zerglings in that. And now that Zergling does go down, and DanTe now has a fairly secure expansion. Look at the food count for a second. DanTe's even on top in the food count. So it seems that going for that early pool is not as beneficial as GdR would have hoped. Oh, whoa, these zealots are over here. They're taking out drones. This is not good for GdR. Really good job by DanTe putting on the counter pressure that I just completely missed before because I was too busy watching his main. But you can see it. There we go. These zealots are not only... Oh, weird. Look at the block. So this is actually... I believe this is a solid block. We can see if these Zerglings are actually able to get by. Yeah, they're forced there. And there's a cannon going down. This is really bad for GdR. He's losing a lot of drones here, Zerglings, and these zealots are going to be able to do a lot of pressure. But here we go, 3rd zealot in. They take out the Zerglings here. If these cannons go up, this could be really bad for GdR. It might be GG, actually just that in itself. We can see that DanTe's taking out these Zerglings. This zealot's going to be able to take out all of them, but this cannon is about to finish. DanTe does... Oh, it's not powered. Oh, killing off that pylon just completely unpowered this cannon, and DanTe didn't cancel it. So GdR just had a great hold with that. So now DanTe has to deal with the fact that he lost all those minerals, but he did kill a lot of drones here. If we look at the let's go to the income for a second and count the only 15 drones for GdR while there are 25 pros for DanTe. And DanTe's got his expo up. He's been having a pretty safe economy with only losing maybe 3 or 4 pros, while GdR's lost so many more. We have another cannon out, so really DanTe's fairly well defended. He does have a small opening here, and this is going to be fairly well defended. We can see that there's lag. GdR is complaining about it, which is very justifiable. And yep. All right, thank you, Arlock, for leaving. So it does seem that we're going to be fairly okay now. And now let's just see. DanTe has transferred probes, so his income is about to really go up. And we're going to continue off to see. There's no warp gate yet, very interestingly enough. And a Stargate. Ooh, DanTe's really planning on putting a lot of pressure onto GdR. I'm curious to see whether he's going to go for a Phoenix or a Void Ray once that Stargate finishes. Or maybe even a Mothership. That would be great. I don't think he's going to go for a Mothership, but I can dream. We can see that. Actually, what DanTe could do is go for a combination of Phoenixes and Void Rays. Because if he gets 3 or 4 Phoenixes as well as 1 or 2 Void Rays, he'll be able to lift off the Queens, kill them, and there won't be any anti-air. This layer is morphing, but I don't think it's going to be in time if, yeah. So he might be able to get a Hydralisk Den up fast enough, but it doesn't seem like a Void Ray is going to be coming anyway. It seems like maybe Phoenixes. Another Stargate. Ooh, DanTe's going for a double Stargate right now. He's really going to try and go really for the air superiority. He might be expecting mutas in a way. He might be trying to just blindly counter that using Phoenixes. But it doesn't seem that he's... Okay, now he has started Warp Gate, which is very, very good. First Phoenix is out. He's going to use it for Scout, or is he going to try... Oh, he's going to try and take out this Overlord with it. There we go. That's going to be pretty good, but that kind of tells GdR exactly what's going to go on. I'd expect GdR to throw down a Hydralisk Den because of the fact that he sees a Phoenix there. We can see, yep, there's the Hydralisk Den, so he is doing that. Glio Constitution is also being made right now, or researched. And we have an Evolution Chamber here, and it seems that he's done a really good job of re-droning up. We can see that he's actually now basically matching DanTe in terms of the worker count, which is very, very solid. That's something a lot of Zergs don't do well, is re-drone after losing in harassment. We can see that the Phoenixes are scouting. They really need to get up here and see the Hydralisk Den, so that DanTe might actually end up probably getting out either a High Templar or Colossi. We're going to see. He's got pretty good... he's overly saturated over here and not as saturated over here. He should probably transfer a few drones... not drones, a few probes, just to be able to get the income there. It does seem that the harassment has started using the Phoenixes. He's killing off Overlords. Oh, look at the... Oh, really, really nice transfuse by GdR to save his Overlord, but it's not going to do much. He almost killed that Phoenix. He actually could probably get away with target firing it if he gets units out there, but he did a very key thing with researching the speed. By researching Overlord speed, he's going to make it a lot more difficult for these Phoenixes. He's made it a lot more difficult for the Phoenixes to actually kill the Overlords, and he actually did lift off, or DanTe lifted off a Zergling there just to make sure that GdR doesn't have vision. So DanTe's really going for map control using his Phoenixes. It does seem that GdR has spread out Zerglings quite well just to make sure that he has the vision that he wants. You probably saw those Phoenixes leaving. We can see that he's grouping up his Overlords next to the Spore Crawler, and he's doing the same thing in his main. It doesn't appear that many Hydras have really been made, just 4. GdR is really trying to go for a very economic recovery, which he's doing quite well. However, DanTe does have a lot more probes. He's still got a weird ratio of main probes to natural probes. I believe he is basically fully saturated. Look at the income for a second. We can see that he is 200 or 300 or so ahead of GdR, almost 500 now for that little split second. We can see double robo coming out. Here's the robotics bay there. And it does seem like there's going to be a Colossus coming out pretty soon. There are more gateways, and it seems that DanTe is he's just not even replenishing his Phoenix count. He's just using the Phoenixes that he has in order to make sure that he'll have map control. He's already forced Hydralisks from GdR, and getting the Colossi out are really going to help him destroy those Hydralisks fairly efficiently. So we can see that DanTe is ahead in the food count, but really, GdR is not that far behind. He's still very much in this. He's getting his third base up. DanTe is preparing to get his third. We can see that he has his pylon here. He's probably going to morph down his, or warp in his Nexus. And, oh, he still has these destructible rocks. So you might want to take those out, make it a little easier to defend this. Because right now, Zerglings can easily come in, and yep, there he is. He's going to start defending it. He's got the Immortal. It's going to really help take out the destructible rocks quickly. Another pylon coming out. I'm expecting a Nexus soon. This is almost about halfway done. These Phoenixes are still here. If you just look at them for a second, you see that they actually have a few kills on them, like a very solid amount. He's actually going to snipe this queen, which is really, really good. But these Hydras are going to come up, and now he's got to leave. He's got to leave, and he leaves. Spore Crawler is still here. He's taking a few shots. It actually, oh, it hits one of the ones that didn't have shields. It actually might take it out. Oh, it's not going to take it out, though. So Phoenixes are still alive for DanTe. He's going to see that the third is coming up, and he'll probably, oh, nice, Colossi are out, and he's getting a Standing Thermal Lance. Really Stalker heavy. He doesn't have much of a ground army. Oh, here's a Changeling. DanTe needs to be able to see this and take it out. You can see that here's the probe coming in. He's going to throw down the Nexus. The Changeling, it might actually block the Nexus. Oh, it almost blocked the Nexus. But DanTe doesn't realize that there's a rogue Zealot in there that he can't control. But, oh, here we go. This expansion is getting attacked. Really good harassment. There we go. He's forced to cancel. And now, here we go. This is actually kind of a sticky spot for DanTe. He's got his probe still coming in here. And we can tell that GdR has actually done a really good job of shutting down this third Expo. There are some good force fields that will really help DanTe deal with this. The Colossi are out. There's even two Immortals there, so this is going to be really tricky for GdR to deal with. DanTe might actually take out his entire army. The Phoenixes are here lifting off these Hydras, but they're really doing damage. Oh, they're destroying all the Phoenixes. But look at the ground army. There's 3 Colossi that are completely uncontested here for DanTe. And now if we just, we can see that there are, wow, a lot more Colossi coming out. He's even getting Immortals after them. So it seems like he likes the number of 5 Colossi in order to do as much damage as he can, then get Immortals against their Roaches, because Roaches are very, very powerful in this matchup nowadays. We can see that the third is up, but GdR hasn't been able to use it. This ground army is going to be able to go in there and probably take it out, assuming GdR isn't able to flank DanTe with these Roaches. There's no sentries, so no cables force. Oh, Corruptors are out. But there's no, there just might not be enough, because this Stalker count will probably take him out. And, oh, he transferred drones. But here we go. Big battle coming on. You can see that the Corruptors are actually doing a good job of hitting the Colossi. But there might just be too many Immortals as well to help out these Colossi. And the Stalkers are going to try and take out some of those Corruptors. But really, it seems that most of the army is just getting taken out. The Corruptors are getting attacked, and right now GdR is forced to retreat. But now DanTe is pushing to the natural. GdR even put down another hatchery so he can get a little more production out there with the queens that were taken out. But this is really, really not looking good for GdR. DanTe is pushing in very effectively with his army. And the Corruptors, there's actually a fairly good Corruptor count. Although, actually, no, it's only 3. It's even with the Colossi. That's not a good chance. But these drones are now attacking the army. But there's actually a really good surround with these Roaches. If you can snipe out those Colossi, that'll really help him. But I think this Immortal did enough damage before it died that these guys are actually going to be able to stay in here and do a lot of damage. Corruptor's going to finish taking out the Colossi. But no Corruption, actually. Although, no, Corruption was used. But no, there's another one left. But it seems that these Stalkers are still alive. And now, these Corruptors are even corrupted the Stalkers trying to get it. But look, with reinforcements for DanTe. 2 Immortals. They're not attacking, but at this point, it may not really matter. DanTe's got such a lead. He's continuing morphing in units. He's even got more guys just streaming in. Another Colossi is coming in. He's now got his third up and running. He's mining from it. This is looking bad for GdR. GdR is still trying to stay in this game, but look at the food count. It's 134 to 36. And there's GG from GdR. Really solid game from both players. And now it's tied. We can go on to game 3 in a moment.